should have asked you what gears I need to put it in.
Yeah, did it work all right?
Yeah, I put it in M like you told me to.
Yeah, it usually works pretty good at M.
H is for high or something.
Yeah.
I put an H first, I was going.
Yeah, it won't hardly pull itself up here like.
I ain't never seen one like that. But that's what I want for down there in Polk County.
That's what you need for deer hunting.
I need something like that for Polk County down there, but I don't got no way to haul it.
Haul your corn in it, and your deer.
So I gotta go down next year. And the road bed I got, I'm gonna leave the trees that are at the entrance. I'm gonna cut me a path into that spot again. But next year, because there's pine, oak, maple, all covering that road right now.
Yeah. Well, you want to go turn the air compressor on?
Yep. I need to get my earplugs if I can find them. If Rosie didn't take them out of the truck, I should know where they're at. Little stinker butt.
Just flip the switch. Flip the switch.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to saw. Get all these cameras hooked up for my regular video. Let me grab my phone here. Horse Branch Sawmill. A lot of work goes into making these videos. It sure does, man. I wonder if you do any. I can't remember if I've seen it or not. I was getting ready to ask y'all. I'm gonna go back out here. See what y'all think about where I put the cameras. I got two cameras. I can put them in two places. I'm gonna show them where they are, and two or three people that's on here. Y'all tell me if you think you like it. got one camera right there showing where it goes to get loaded up. And then I got one camera here on the blade. I don't know if I want to. This in here, it'll show what all you do back there. All right, we got that one on. Alright, we got all three cameras going. I shot that blade yesterday. There we go. All right, go turn the old Detroit on. Golly, something's dead around here. Man, it stinks. I think a fox drug something underneath that container over there. Man, it stinks. Whew. Alright, I done checked the oil a little bit ago. Turn the throttle on. startup process. Giving jar OSHA violations. Hey, you'll have that with a circle. Yeah, you do. But hey, I know I need to do a lot to make it safer. I really do. But talking about OSHA, this ain't no lie. OSHA was at our curved plywood plant this week. And believe it or not, the old boy said I was doing a good job. Says we're pretty safe. I didn't bring him over here though. I kept him away from the sawmill. Just a hair off that. I'm gonna make 2 by 10s out of this. This log was left over from what I did last week. I don't really need it. I'm gonna make some 2 by 10s out of it. That's a pretty log. This is a lob lolly. Had some bark underneath that, that's why I did that. I think it still might be some under there. Well, it looks pretty clean now, I guess. All right. Old Mark cut firewood, huh? It's too hot to cut firewood. I like cutting and splitting firewood in the wintertime. Made a lot of lumber on this mill. Boy, it'd be nice to have all that money this mill has made over since 1972. I don't care where you're from. That's a good looking tuba tin right there. This mill would slap wore out, I promise you. But it can turn out some nice lumber, I'm telling you what. It turned it out, I'll put it up against anybody's old mill. Now you look at that, that is square, uniform. That's a good looking tuba board. Tuba tin, I mean. That is nice. I think I can get one more. I think what I'll do is really ought to flip that thing over. big old log. Boy, look at that saw, man. I sharpened that thing yesterday. It cut through there like butter. This log is for my brother-in-law. I'm gonna cut some 8-quarter, and I think I'm gonna make them probably 2x10s, maybe even 2x12s. And he's gonna have somebody to make him a front door for his house. That's going to be an interesting little project. I'm going to make me some inch boards out of it until I get down to making him what he wants. Oh, Wormy just cut a good one there. I know I keep saying it, but he gets good on that edger. Really pretty. Sometimes it's scary about them dogs biting on that loose bark like that. It's more fun when it falls off. Some old boy down the road here. He texted me this week and said he wanted some oak 2x6s, 12-foot long. So I priced it to him, and when I did it, I kind of knew that I was pricing it higher than I normally do, but I really wanted to see if I could get away with it. And he wasn't wanting a whole lot, so and I didn't have that many logs the size that he wanted. So anyway, I priced it to him, and he let me know pretty quick that he could find them somewhere cheaper. I thought, well, thanks. I said, all right, well, go on and get them cheaper. And so I called old Brett up there at Andrews Lumber. Told him what I did. I lost my order. And, he said, yeah, Shannon, you priced that a little bit bit too high. He said you wasn't real high. He said, but you priced it a little bit too high. What's going on, Mark? Yeah, we did have a little boom there. About asleep. I bet Mark was on the in his recliner with his feet throwed up, and he heard a boom down here in the side. He said, I gotta turn that TV on. I gotta see what's going on. Getting good at this. Old Mark, he like that food. He made a lot of old Mark. You made a lot of money on marketing that boom there. You need to trademark that. You get a royalty fee off that whenever I make a boom down here. I have to send you a royalty check. Be careful rolling it over. My old chain is wore out. It broke on me a time or two. I probably fixed it half a dozen times. I just don't never show YouTube fixing it. Yeah, the camera shakers. I hadn't heard that before. That was a good one. Big order, you know, 2 weeks ago, and they was Lord, I guess we had about 5 big stacks of really pretty white pine lumber, and the old guy that bought it, he needs a hip replacement. He can't hardly get out of his truck. I mean, he can't get out of it, can't get back in it. And he kind of picked it up just a little while ago, and me and Wormy told him, said, Mr. Caldwell, said, we'll follow you home and unload that for you. You know, and he's like, no. He didn't want to bother nobody like pretty boards here. I wonder if I can sell this for. You think I could get more than $1.50 a board foot? These are 1-inch boards, about 1.8 inches, I think. They're like, I don't know how wide them are. 20 inches, 18 inches, I think. I wonder what I could ask for. $1.50 a board foot, or could I get more than that? It's really pretty red oak, boy, I tell you that. 10 foot long. People in our community here, but it's because they won't buy anything. Alright, now I'm going to start pulling off 2-inchers. everything off, see what Wormy says. What do you think, Wormy?
Pretty daggone good.
That's pretty bored, wasn't it?
Wait till you see the ones I done. They got some of their dark red.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty stuff.
That one right there on top, on that pine, is kind of weird. It's good as an angle.
Oh, yeah. Well, we won't charge extra for that. Yeah, them some pretty boards. How wide are them things? $18, wasn't it?
Right, 18 and a quarter.
Yeah, I thought they was 18 up there. I couldn't remember.
That's the ones I done.
I hope we got enough really nice 2-inch ones for the brother-in-law's door. He gonna make a front door out of this thing.
How in the heck do you have the front door in there?
I don't know if I can set this here or not. We're still live, Worm.
That'd be good.
Yeah, you got anything to hold this. Oh. Do it like this. Oh, let's see. We still got 10 folks holding on to us. I tell you, that's a big old log. Look at the scrap. We ain't got no scrap down here, have we?
No.
That ain't much. We utilized this log, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
You getting good on that edge.
Hey, where are you gonna fire me?
Yeah, I'm gonna fire you one day anyhow. I don't know, just for the fun of it.
Well, that's gonna work. We're gonna try it.
Twist it just a hair. Twist the, turn the board a little bit too. Or I guess I could just come over on this side and sit.
Oh, you want it? Yeah. How is he gonna be able to door those 2 ends? I wanna know that.
Well, he's got to have it dried first. I told him he needs to find somebody got a kiln. Right, he'll have to let it sit around for 6 months or a year or something. Then have it dry killed. Then he's gonna have somebody machine it up into a door. Well, I guess we better get on off here.
Why? Getting ready, stacking it.
Yeah, we need to stack it.